On this episode of the Papa Sam Radio Show, Papa Sam speculates on Adam Shiff's fraudulent transcripts.
Anyway, he gets up there and reads something he wants to read. He should have been fired and got off that committee right then, because everybody see how he's so biased, so full of hate. He's got the worst case Trump syndrome I've ever seen.
Papa Sam also shares his thoughts on the Attorney General, William Barr.
Attorney General, he's supposed to make sure all our laws are obeyed, right? I ain't seen him. At least we saw Jeff Sessions, although he was weak and cowardly, he still stood in there and had lunch with Barr. We ain't seen nothing. We spent all this money on investigations, we never heard what they got. Them people up there are not prosecuting them for what they done, and they never have no penalties for it. No fire, no getting fired, no this, no that. What's this country trying to do? So set laws for them, set laws for us.
Lastly, Papa Sam gives strong opinions on Lindsey Graham and Tom Tillis.
People in South Carolina need to vote another Republican in and get rid of him, just like the guy down here in North Carolina, Tom Tillis. We got to vote somebody in besides him. And our governor, we need another governor. And it just goes on and on.
Hello everyone, this is the Papa Sam Radio Show coming at you live on the couch in Grandpa's house. And today everyone, Papa Sam has been having these things pop up in his mind, such as Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Adam Shiff. And Papa, what are your thoughts on all three of them? And you may have the floor.
I'm going to start off with Nancy. This is Nancy. She wants to look so important and so pretty, and she's an old bag, but she wants to look like she's about 24, 25. She's just pathetic. Fake from the gallery. And what the deal is, Nancy is trying to go with this, what did you call that thing? Impeachment. Impeachment, and how can you have an impeachment, have a kangaroo court, and American citizens? If I was a Democrat and saw that, I would figure someday we'll get payback on the Democrat side with something just like it. It's against the law. Why would you be an American citizen and put up with stuff like that? I don't care what you are, Democrat, Republican, thug, or whatever you are. You know right from wrong. You know lawless people when you see them. When they said they were going to drain the swamp, people said, what are they talking about? This is the kind of maggots is making our laws. Vote them out. Need to be voted out. Now we'll get the old long neck. He gets up there and he reads this thing.
He made up.
Did President phone call or whatever, transcript.
Yeah.
Anyway, he gets up there and reads something he wants to read. He should have been fired and got off that committee right then, because everybody see how he's so biased, so full of hate. He's got the worst case of Trump syndrome I've ever seen. When you hate somebody that bad, that's almost like having diarrhea can't get rid of. And that's the way he is. That's the way I think about him. He's like a bad case of diarrhea, we can't get rid of him. A liar. It is evidently, but one thing we know, he's operating under Nancy Pelosi's directions. He takes Chuck Schumer fences. All he does is he talked to her real bad. And he ain't said nothing to her that I wouldn't have said way worse than that. She come down and she won't even read the letter that he had, and she act like she was above them all. She come down just to do what she came down to do. Act like an idiot. And what kind of laws do we have in the world when we let them get up there and hold court and get people, they put their little montage together of what they want to say? How is that legal? That's not legal. Our Constitution don't allow stuff like that. Why are them people even going up there? When they subpoena them, and they ought to send them back a big finger on there. I just can't imagine. And all we citizens of the United States of America, Democrat, Republican, or whatever you are, gonna stand by and let something like this happen. Where are we gonna be 3 or 4 years from now if this happens? It don't make sense. Why should we let it happen? And you know, Barr, since he has been appointed, what was his job? What do you call it?
General.
Attorney General. He's supposed to make sure all our laws are obeyed, right? Anyway, what is he? I ain't seen him. At least we saw Jeff Sessions, although he was weak and cowardly, he still stood in there and had lunch with him. Barr, we ain't seen nothing. We spent all this money on investigations, we never heard what they got. If them people up there are not prosecuted for them or what they done, and they never have no penalties for it, no fire, no getting fired, no this, no that, what's this country turn to? So set of laws for them, set of laws for us. And they should never arrest nobody else for nothing, unless it's murder or something like that. But as far as cheating, stealing, stuff like that, shouldn't get arrested. If they can do it, if we can cause some kind of conspiracy on somebody and get them in trouble and stuff like that, what difference does it make? We ought to be able to do whatever we want to, as long as it ain't murder. You think about it. That should be the only law in the world. If they can get by with what they've done and never nobody go to jail, then you take the head of the FBI, and his name was what, Arthur?
The former head of the FBI was James Comey.
James Comey. He's still on TV spewing his hate. And Hillary Clinton's still on TV, and they ain't never done nothing to him. Where's our laws? Where's the law at in the United States? Why should they ever do anything to us? We ought to be able to get by with anything we want to. It's bank robbery if we wanted to do it. We'll stay in court, investigate it for 20 years, and we spend all the money, and we just decide to go to jail, we go to jail. That's about the way the law is. Why is it they can do it and nobody does nothing about it? Take Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi's people, and the old sailboat guy, I can't think of his name right now, running for president. John Kerry. His kinfolk, they all can make money in their own farm boards and all of that. They don't want you to invest Biden. Everybody knows he's guilty, but you don't investigate him. Why is one party above the law and the other and the Republicans get them everywhere they turn? It don't make sense to me, and we never see justice. They always talk about justice, Supreme Court, this judge, all these lawyers. They don't even need no lawyers. And I'm going to tell you what, if there ain't something done about it, we, the voters, we need to take our country back. What is the law? We ain't got no laws. Look at Hillary Clinton. All she done, and they ain't arrested her. what's his name? Barr, president, and then there you got President Trump. I don't know what you do in Trump, but you're doing a good job on some things. But why is it they can get by with all this stuff and nobody never says nothing? Never, the American public don't never say justice. When is it ever going to happen? Just like when the last justice you appointed to the Supreme Court, they made all that stuff up. He gets to the Supreme Court. Why come he can't sue all them people that done that? They what do you call that? Call it, it's a name for it. When you personally go after somebody and try to damage his character.
We're trying to damage his character. That's a murder of character too.
And
Character assassination.
and nobody does nothing about it. Why ain't some Lindsey Graham? I rather have a plead my case and do it up there and have him. What does he do? He cries about everything. He's a John McCain rerun. That's all he is. He's the head of some kind of committee that's supposed to prosecute people. I ain't never seen him prosecute nobody. He never finds nothing. But please vote for me. The people of South Carolina need to vote another Republican in and get rid of him. Just like the guy down here in North Carolina. Tom Tillis. We got to vote somebody in besides him. And our governor. We got to need another governor.
Roy Cooper.
And it just goes on and on. The reason they like to stay up there 20 and 25 years because their family ain't millionaires yet. Once they retire, everybody's set. He's got all his money he'll ever need, and his family's got theirs. That's all it's all about. It's a big entrapment for them to look after their family. And we, a bunch of dummies, sitting back here on the couch talking about it, knowing ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. When I say nobody, call you. Why come we can't go to Washington and protest? Let Antifa come. You know, Antifa gets by with all that stuff because we let them. If they come looking for a fight, we ought to give them one. What's the difference between fighting with Antifa and watching football? Name it. They'll fight for every yard they can get.
That's right.
They bring big sticks and stuff. That's what we need to bring, big sticks and stuff.
It's bigger.
They didn't go out to Texas where they know them rednecks would hurt them out there. And they need to learn that everywhere. When you go to a town that you got these Democrats in charge of everything, and you know, the police force, they tell them to stand down. Them people that stand down, them policemen that stand down, they ain't fit to wear a badge. They go out there and do their job, they ain't gonna fire all of them. If they stand together, they go down together, go out there and arrest them people. See what happens, put the pressure back on them to prosecute them. For hitting people with pipes and spray painting them and throwing urine on them and everything else, feces and stuff like that. I can't imagine them taking it.
The only thing they do have is the stun gun and the plastic shield. That's even good.
I just can't imagine how people can be, they do that to people and they take it. But it just ain't no fun. And does this make me feel better to talk about it? I guess it does. But I sure would like to get up and tell them what I think of them, face to face. People that don't do the job, they should be fired. Remember Trump used to fire them people? He needs a clean house. He'd be better off with that spot being empty, because there's too many of them up there anyway. Too many of them on the payroll. They don't need all them people. They used to go meet once a year or once every 6 months to do the business, go home, hook the mule up and plow the garden. Plant his beans, corn, all that stuff. They farmed. And they went back and had jobs and everything. So I don't know, I don't see where we need them full time. They don't, let give you an idea, what have they done this year? That gives you an idea how to judge them. What have they done this year? Nancy Pelosi's got a good bill on her desk right now that'll help the farmers and all that stuff. She won't even put it to a vote. What she needs is that right there and send her back to California. Don't make sense. That's all I got to say.
Speaking of which, Papa, we're talking about people spewing their hate. What about the people like the Al Greens and the Maxine Waters spewing their hate?
All the time. Maxine and Al Green, all of them spewing their hate. They don't know the truth if you hit them. How does a man like her, they get elected all the time, over and over and over. How do they do it? I could go up there and be a dummy. That's all they're being, controlled by one person. How's Nancy Pelosi? I'll go up there, and I get elected in my district, support, carry my people's wishes up there. And she's gonna get up there and tell me when to shut up and when not to shut up. You notice the squad, she don't tell them to shut up, not shut up. They do what they want to do. You're supposed to look after what the people voted you in for, not what to fill your pockets. They're all rich, they all got plenty of money, they're all doing everything they want to. They don't have a job per se. They stay at home half the time, play golf the other half, ride around. They got their, in case they go to the House of Ill Repute or something like that and get caught, they got a little slush fund to pay them out. Your tax dollar does that. It don't make sense to me. It just don't make any sense to me. If Donald Trump tries to drain the swamp, I hope with him and the good Lord's help, because anybody with any background, with that man and all the pressure what they've done to him, ain't nobody else in the world can stand up to it. And the only reason he can stand up to it because he's got God on his side. And that's all I got to say for today.
Well, that's it for the Pop. That's all you want to say for the day.
That's it.
That's it for the Papa Sam Radio Show. We thank you for watching this show. Don't forget to subscribe to our radio show. And Pops, our last statement is for the day. That ain't well wishes you want to say to our audiences right quick.
Take your kids to church. God bless you.